It's on! Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Disney Parks Talk Live for July 18th, 2022. My name is Jimmy Mosley, proud to be the founder of Laughing Place and the co-host of this show, along with my talented wife over there in the awesome DCL cap. That would be birthday girl Rebecca Mosley.
Hey, everybody.
And the person not on camera right now, but he'll be here soon, is Mike Celestino, head of our, I'll introduce him when he comes. And the last member of our team are the newest superstar here at Laughing Place, vlogger extraordinaire. You can catch him here on the Laughing Place YouTube channel or in the parks. Don't disturb him when he's got the camera out. He's working. That is Jeremiah Good.
Ahoy.
And we are very pleased to be here to talk to you. Oh. There he is. There he is. Vlogger extraordinaire. We have had this channel for I don't know how many years. We have done our first legit vlog. Just went up yesterday from the Disney Wish, and it will not be our last because Jeremiah did an excellent job, which it pains me to compliment. So, but we're here to talk about the weekend Disney news. Rebecca's birthday is in 2 days. But we are celebrating.
I was like, wait, it's not her birthday.
It's soon. It's soon. I don't have a show on Wednesday, and this is the only one I have with Doobie, so he felt the need to say it now.
Happy birthday. Yes. It's not a big one. It's not one that it ends in 5. It's one that starts in 5 and ends in 0. It's a big birthday for my wife. So, all right. So we're going to talk about the weekend Disney news. Where are we going to start today?
We're starting news. Outside the berm.
Yeah, the biggest news in theme parks for the past week actually did not occur at Disney, but at Universal Studios, where The Bride of Frankenstein has made a return for the first time in years. Now, Jeremiah, as someone that used to work at Universal Studios Hollywood, you probably are very familiar with The Bride.
Yes, the characters, and this is Universal Hollywood, where the characters have been out since the park opened in the 60s. Frankenstein, the Bride, Dracula, they had the same friend of Dracula for, I would say, almost 40 years before he retired. So the fact that they brought back the Bride, Frankenstein's been out, he was out during the shutdown and during the soft opening where he'd be behind the wall, but the Bride is always one of the fun ones.
And she's back. And hopefully, has she done Orlando as well at all?
Not that I've ever seen. They kind of stay away from the classic monsters. Hopefully when something epic happens out here, maybe we'll have a reason to have some classic monsters around.
All right, so that's the big news of the week. Those of you who just like to get the top headline and then get on out, well, you're free to go. But for the rest of you, let's move on to Disneyland Park, where the Main Street Electrical Parade is coming to an end again.
How do you phrase that, Doobie?
I know, right?
So the limited time run, as you know, it returned early this summer. Everyone got to enjoy it, yada, yada, yada. And then they said, all right, it's time to shut it down. Why don't we let it run right through the D23 Expo? No. That would be a mistake. We don't want to let those guys see it. Let's shut it down a week before the D23 Expo. So,
I've had so many people comment to me about how upset they are.
Me too. I've had some friends mentioning that as well.
Here's my bold prediction. You ready for my bold prediction? They kind of have a tradition that goes back at least one expo of doing something very special for the people who attend the parks presentation. Last time they got to go see the new Fantasmic. My bold prediction, based on nothing but my stupidity, is they will invite everyone who goes to the parks panel to go see the final, for now, Main Street Electrical Parade.
Well, that would be sweet.
Wait, Doobie, so what you're saying is they announced a final date, but then they're going to extend it?
Yeah, I know. They've never done anything like that before with the Electrical Parade. It's very odd.
But I need my reckless speculation.
Yeah, you do.
Completely reckless speculation banner.
Reckless speculation.
Completely.
I don't think that they are going to extend it at all. No.
This is purely Doobie's bold. If it's right most of the time, it's not bold. If you get 1 out of 10, that's bold. If you get 0 out of 10, that's just stupid. So this is my bold prediction. Sorry, Nikki B. Are you going to Expo, Nikki B? Because if you are, I mean,
we're hoping to see
Ray's
you.
Not there, but you can come see me.
Yep, you come see us.
Juby is going to be wearing lights. He'll have the parade lights on him that he bought, and he's just going to glue them on himself.
So we should make up for it. We should just have all of our staff wear twinkle lights at the booth and be like, sorry, there was no electrical parade.
You know what? Write that down. That would be so awesome.
Can we have a canopy of lights above the table?
Oh, that'd be nice. I wish.
All white ones, maybe some doves. So, and also leaving, by the way, along with the electrical parade that no one actually cares about, is Disneyland Forever, which the fireworks show returned and is going away on September 1st. But mark my words, there's a 90% chance that'll be your last chance to see them, but a 10% chance Juby's bold prediction is right.
I would say there's 100% chance that you'll be able to see the electric parade. I would guess maybe on the East Coast sometime in the next year or so.
Nothing has been announced, so you can't say 100% chance. That is also reckless speculation.
It is reckless speculation.
Reckless.
Juby can be Elliot.
There you go.
You're my friend, Nikki B.
All
right. What's next? I want to save some of this Disneyland stuff for Mike's return.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Let's get over to the East Coast, and where the big news there, of course, I mean, this news obliterated every other thing that occurred, is the Tower of Terror billboard going away. Now, Jeremiah, you have been to the spot. First of all, are there a lot of flowers there, like when a tragic event occurs?
So, okay, go back to the first picture. That was on the 13th, and then the next picture is on the 14th. I drove by there last night, and the footer for that thing must have been as far down as they could possibly get it, because it almost looks like they've dug a hole to Australia and are pulling things out as they go. The sign itself, as far as I know, just the sign was removed, like the sign part. The structure behind it, I saw the next day in pieces all over the place. So,
they didn't save it so that John Stamos could buy it?
No, the sign they did.
Oh, okay.
Just the the actual metal frames behind it.
Is it? Do you think it's an accident that its final day was the 13th? I wonder.
I hope it becomes like a photo somewhere. It feels very Instagrammable.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That would be massive, though.
Yes, but it would be fun. No smaller than Baymax.
Well, Baymax is usually pretty flat.
Yeah. I was over at Studios the other day, and I didn't update for anyone that missed it, there is a giant inflatable Baymax. Not that Baymax isn't inflatable, so I guess it's kind of, redundant.
It's just Baymax.
Outside of Disney's Hollywood Studios, and when I went the second day he was there, he just had basic barricades around him. Now the barricades have the Baymax logo on it. I didn't update our stories. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on, Sherm.
Well, I also did happen to see him while he was, deflated. So
yes, it'd be cool if they did do the billboard like that, and then the wind blew it over.
That would not be cool.
You'd see Baymax just floating in the water out there, like he's in the pool in that one short.
All right, let's see what else. The other big news, of course, is the week of EPCOT morning is over, and it is time for a new festival, which is the Food and Wine Festival. For those lucky people that went to EPCOT for that 1 week between festivals.
I'm sad that I missed that 1 week. Yes, the Food and Wine is back. It started. It's going until November.
November 19th, not even like early November, November 19th, and then holiday festival starts like right after that.
Some booths open later in the festival, like September, October, when the food festival used to start. But it isn't going in full force. And we did a great walk and talk from the park, and I kind of said during that point, I don't know if I'm just festival overloaded, but to me, it didn't feel like the old festivals used to. I guess because the booths are always there. It's no longer oh, look, here's something new. It's just their booths. You can get more food. You can get more drink.
How'd the merch look this year?
The merch is cute. I love that shirt. The Remy Sport did come home with me, of course, because it's $2.50. That shirt, I really looked at and went, wow, I would like that shirt, even though it is Food and Wine, and it's not my favorite festival. But then I looked at the price, and it was like 120. Was that the price that we saw?
Yeah. Somewhere in that range, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even like a silky or really nice material. It's just the brand that.
What is the brand?
I don't remember what the name of it was. It's one of those, here it's like buying a purse or a Dooney and Burke purse. This is $60. This is $160.
What do you think of the entrance this year?
I like the entrance. I like all those small displays because they're a little subtle. I think they're trying to focus on just making it more of it's half a year festival, so it's not going to take away from the overall EPCOT. And now with Spaceship Earth being definitely the icon that it should be, with the beacons of magic light, which I still have not seen. If we end early, I can rush over there and try to get
it. So what did they do for the beacons of magic? What's the song?
It is Be Our Guest, and all the photos I've seen have been very beautiful. The second night of the festival, I took off work to purposely go over there. And in the past, the Beacons of Magic have started and gone on a continuous loop. For Be Our Guest, once. It happened once, sometime just before 9 o'clock. Don't know the exact time, and I waited because I didn't believe that it would only happen once, and an hour and a half later, it did not happen again.
That is really weird. I mean, you got to go ahead and build it, let people see it. This, by the way, the fact that they're playing Be Our Guest on Spaceship Earth might be the greatest indicator of Spaceship Earth not being white, since there is a line in there that says, try the gray stuff, it's delicious, but I still contend it's white. Gio says, howdy, I do like the new Beacon show. I'm glad you do. Jeremiah has yet to see it. I hope he likes it when he does.
Yeah, I love the song. Be Our Guest is one of my favorite, showstoppers from any Disney movie. So,
what is your favorite showstopper from a Disney movie?
Ooh,
Rebecca, you can think about that too. Mine is Candle on the Water. That's not really a showstopper. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?
I think Prince Ali. To me, showstoppers. There's like 5 of them in the Renaissance era.
No,
Prince Ali is pretty cool. Yeah, it's so cliche.
No, I think Prince Ali. I'll go with that one because that one is.
The elephants are marching in. It's pretty cool.
No.
How about you, Gio? What's your favorite showstopper? Nikki too, if you're still out there.
And Alex.
And Alex and Evil Queen, if you're still out there.
Yep. By the way, for those of
StreamYard.
you who may have forgotten, laughingplace.com is where you can find lots of photos of the expo of the International Food and Wine Festival. We also have a really great rundown of all the various merchandise. And on this very YouTube channel is that walk and talk that Jeremiah was talking about. They strolled around EPCOT and enjoyed the beauty and wonder. By the way, speaking of which, I missed the beginning of that. So are these like spinny things? Is there kinetic energy to them?
No, they're all stationary.
Why does Walt Disney World not have more spinny things? I like spinny things.
They used to, and then they turned it into, Journey of Water and dirt.
Oh, sorry. My hat is not from the Disney Wish. It's from that collection where they did the character fun stuff. So yeah.
Can you just flip that up and be gangsta?
No, I can't because it isn't comfortable. And then my hat gets all warped and no. But,
is Friend Like Me a showstopper?
yes.
Oh, how can a movie have 2 showstoppers?
They have. Don't you think? Well, okay. Be Our Guest is another one, but isn't Belle a bit of a?
Can't be a showstopper. It's an introduction. That's the first song of the movie.
Fine.
As a musical expert, you know what? Speaking of experts, why don't we bring on our vice president in charge of Southern California theme parks, Star Wars content, Muppets, and everything else, Mike Celestino, and ask him
Speaking of
say-
showstoppers,
Would you say Friend Like Me is a showstopper?
Friend Like Me is a showstopper. Yeah.
Okay, well, Nikki B says
I
she
think
defers
so,
to the
too.
experts, and the expert, Mike Celestino, film school student, says it is a showstopper.
What did you think the other showstopper in Aladdin is?
Prince Ali.
Prince
That's what
Ali.
there was. Yeah. No.
And I can show you the world
No, that's not. No, that's a ballad. That's just a
Shine.
ballad.
and wander, finder. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. We're talking Disney World now. We saved Disneyland for you, Mike. We'll come back to that. Also at Disney World, I wrote this as an abbreviation. I can't remember what it means, but
Festival of the Lion
SOTLK.
King.
Yes,
Festival of
Festival of the Lion King has returned to nearly its full show. The Tumble Monkeys and the birds are back flying.
What's not back?
Well, I think that they've removed the sections. I know it's going to sadden you quite a bit, Doobie. And they don't talk about your name in Swahili.
They don't do that?
No, and the kid parade isn't part of it either. But
Oh, that's sad.
I don't know if those will actually come back. This was just, hey, it's back.
Is this your pick, Jeremiah?
I was like, that is like a really good. I haven't seen it larger than on my phone. Yes, that's my picture.
Because I love how the guy down front just looks like he's been photoshopped in there. Because it's just so.
He doesn't
The
have
lighting-
hands in his pocket.
The lighting on him is so different in the way the screen projects it. But
It's a solid pick, man. Yeah, I don't think Jeremiah took this. Evil Queen says Hellfire from Hunchback.
oh,
So many
that's a
times
good-
out there, I've watched a happy pair of lovers. Yeah, that's a good song. That's a great song, especially paired with Heaven's Light.
Good
Let's.
Chardonnay.
Neither of us drank Jeremiah.
I know.
I'm excited to see that show again. I don't think I've seen it. I haven't seen the abbreviated version or but I'm excited to. Because the Tumble Monkeys are the best part of that show.
Yeah, and to go along with the removal of the sections, you know how Pumbaa used to come out and it's like, put me next to the Warthog section. They completely edited his.
Oh, I'm glad they thought of that.
Yeah. It's a bit strange for, it's like going to see Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond, where you're like, where'd that line go?
So over at EPCOT, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, you've heard a lot about maybe trash cans being added here, but that's irrelevant. What's been added here is From Our World to Yours, the Star Black. Oh yeah, it's a plaque that's in front of the Xandar.
The Wonders of Xandar Pavilion, yes.
What's the name of the ship though?
Star Blaster.
In front of the Star Blaster, and just a little thing, but it's very cool. And we still need to get Mac to translate it for us. The Marvel-esque that's written underneath.
Oh, hey, you guys, Christopher's bringing up Walt's speech from yesterday. And I know that there's been talk out there about the fact that his speech wasn't played yesterday in its fullness. And so I reached out to friends who go to Disneyland more frequently than I have in recent years on the birthday. And they didn't seem to have the same sense that this was something that had been so traditional that all of a sudden this is a big change. I don't know, Jeremiah, how often you've been at Disneyland in recent years, or you might see, but I got the impression that over the years, it's been kind of it's changed up a little bit. And while I do think it is surprising that I guess there was no audio of Walt yesterday, I think it was a live event, and so that might have played into the choices. I don't know that it's necessarily problematic per se, because I know that over the years we've seen kind of them play different aspects of it.
Yeah.
It hasn't been traditional that you've heard the whole thing in its entirety.
No, I think during the fives and the zeros,
Yeah.
I feel like they play it. Like the 50th, they had screens out, played the entire thing. Was it the 60th? It must have been the 60th was the last time I was there for the big one. And they didn't play the entire thing, I believe. We marched down Main Street with the characters, and they did kind of what they did yesterday with the whole pomp and circumstance more than focusing on Walt's speech.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that has anything to do with problematic and everything to do with just
yeah,
creative decisions this year.
Right, yeah, I just don't know because it wasn't something that I think of as being a traditional element. I can remember it being there at times, but I can't remember it being like something that every year I expected to have. But I haven't been a pass holder, in recent years. I've been much more at Walt Disney World. So Justin points out that yesterday's event was, to him, smaller than usual. I mean, I know it varies. It can vary. We've seen it so wildly over the years. Obviously, it's 67.
Yeah, the fact that they did anything for 67, like I've been there on random years, and they don't do anything. Like you may get a cupcake. They used to do the pins for the cast members and buttons, but it's kind of they don't have to do anything.
Doing something on the non-5 years is a recent development. It used to just be the 5s. But thank you, Justin. So thank you, Justin. I like you. But thank you, Christopher, for the super chat. We definitely appreciate that very much. You have now made this the highest grossing Disney Parks talk we've ever done. And hello, John Hale. Always nice to see you.
You remember the cupcakes for the 60th.
Yeah. They definitely do big stuff for the 5s.
Do you remember cupcakes on the 60th, Mike C? Were you there for the 60th?
I feel like I must have been.
He ate so many, he got drunk and forgot all about it.
I don't know if I was there or not for the 60th, but I've been there for other birthdays in recent years. And
I was there for the 50th.
Did you sleep over in DCA for the 50th?
Me?
I know. Sorry. What a silly question.
What a silly question.
No,
I did.
I would have, but I didn't have
to. For the 50th, we actually had a nice big party over at the Disneyland Hotel. I think that was the year. Was that the year that we had?
Jeff, tell us all about it because we're old and can't remember.
Was Bill Farmer there that year?
Oh man,
that was the year we had Bill Farmer come by.
That sounds right.
Yeah, the voice of Goofy. I'm pretty sure that was the year we did that. I think the following year we just had a smaller event over at
Naples.
Which
one was it?
Over at, I don't know. It doesn't.
Naples was our anniversary.
The next year was that Ariel's.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. Margaret Carey and Bill Farmer, Tinkerbell and Goofy together.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't think Laughing Place had one there, Jeremiah.
I have to remember
Laughing Place events, as I recall, we had one at the Big Thunder Barbecue Ranch one year. We had one at Hollywood and Dine, and then we had one at
Naples,
the Disneyland Hotel, and then we had one at Naples. But that was more holiday. That was a holiday party.
Oh, and the voice of Pinocchio also.
I totally forgot that, Jeff.
Dickie Jones.
Yeah. We're usually so busy behind the scenes with those that I don't even remember what happened, like the event side, because that was Jeff and all the friends of Laughing Place who they put on together the show part. We're over dealing with making sure everybody's getting fed and all that kind of stuff. So let's see, Disney.
But the voice of Pinocchio, I just want to say real quick, the voice of Pinocchio, Dickie Jones, that one's really special because he died not too long after, and we were his last.
I hope unrelated.
I know you guys like Hollywood and Dine. You killed that, then you killed.
Oh, the restaurant.
Yep.
All right, go ahead. Disneyland, Disney Love Radio at 5.
Well, no, they were bringing up that they wanted to hear something from Walt himself, and I know, like I say, I know that's been a bit of the discussion is that there wasn't the audio from Walt, but the way that the event was organized that day, with them moving from place to place, and it seemed to be more live. I'm not trying to excuse it per se, because I think not having any audio of Walt has become, I think I get the impression that people expect it. Like I say, for me, I can't think of that as being something I expected as a Disneyland AP, but it's been a decade since I was a Disneyland AP. I've been going to Walt Disney World all these years. And so, it was a little bit, and as far as his daughter, I mean, unfortunately, Diane's passed away. I think Sharon.
Both of them. Yeah. Sharon passed away much earlier.
So they've passed away.
I just want to make sure to mention Walt's opening day speech is still there in its entirety at the base of the flagpole. So
you can walk up there I'll stand behind you. And go, yay!
I mean, I agree. I would
Yay!
love to have Walt. If they're going to have a ceremony, I would love to replay Walt's opening day speech. It seems like such a no-brainer. I just have a really hard time believing it has anything to do with problematic, especially considering
Was
the content of
that
the speech.
cavalcade and everything at the same time? Because I know at times they played the speech just randomly when he actually did it. 3 o'clock, I think, in the afternoon was the time it was originally done.
I did not pay a lot of attention to this particular birthday because it was 67 and I wasn't there. So,
But if you want to see a replay of it,
but if you want to see a replay of the events of Sunday as they happened down Main Street, USA, you can check that out. We've got a video of it. Alex was there and he followed the parade throughout Main Street. And as Kyle points out, you can also listen to it in Morse code.
It's not Morse code.
I
And it's not the entire speech. So,
oh my goodness.
Poor Mike C, man. He hasn't been able to talk it. Mike C, you got anything to say about the red car trolley yet?
I heard it's back, but it's not running.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently the lightning lane is it lightning lane backlog got in the way of the path, so they weren't running it during this weekend.
But I want to know more because you can run it. It has another stop. You could run it back and forth and just ignore that other stop. So I find
that's like boom,
a
boom,
little-
boom, 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 boom.
It seems unfortunate that there's nowhere for that lightning lane to go except in the path of the trolley.
Do you find it weird that they introduced the lightning lane after they changed the name of Tower of Terror? It would have been so cool
Right.
for it to be Lightning Lane and Tower of Terror. Not that weird. Mike, did you take this video?
No, this is Benji and or Alex on Sunday. I was not there.
There's Hank in a submarine. Is it possible to see this water on a hot day and not get tempted to jump in?
When I see the mermaids out there, I jump in and swim right over. I've been doing that since the summer of '59.
Yes, because you are pretty old. So the submarines have been cycling, as they say in the biz. They've had some cast member previews, and they are set to open on July. Didn't write it down.
A week from today,
A week
25th.
from today. July
I'll be
25th.
there.
Thank you so much.
I had the res. Ready to go.
Mike will be there. He will get a video of submarines externally. He will get a POV of submarines internally. He'll then get in line again and get a POV on the other side internally. And then
Thanks
he'll
for
go up on-
the heads up because that may not have occurred to me, so I
Don't-
appreciate it.
Mike, you really don't have to get to both sides. I was watching a video the other day, and having them side by side, I was like, this is pointless. Like, just get one side. It's the same thing. I prefer the left side so you can actually see more of it because the right side is shorter.
So they aren't the same thing.
Exactly. It's the same thing I prefer. Jeremiah is a dork.
By the way, Kyle Burbank, who is, I think, back stateside, was at Disneyland Paris for Avengers Campus, and he captured this Disneyland birthday homage in the Web Adventure Cube.
Oh, very cool.
See this, like, right there. Nice big.
Yeah.
It was approved, final, July 17th, 1955. Nice little homage there.
Yeah, the day before Disneyland opened. That's pretty cool. I've decided I'm going to go the Doug route on that one. Disneyland opened July 18th. July 17th was a media event. July 18th was opening day.
And apparently, R2D2 has been learning to play Sabak. You gonna take
Have
him
you
on, Mike C?
Oh yeah, me versus R2D2. Let's do it.
This
That
is
guy's
so
got some
cool.
coin.
This is so cool. Except there's no guests there. It's just a bunch of.
I know. Yeah, in that picture it's hard to tell, but there is one kid behind that cast member on the left. Yeah. there
Oh,
he
I
is.
see him with his mouse ears. They don't really fit in Galaxy's Edge, but that's okay. And R2 being there, that's so cool. Galaxy's Edge is coming alive. And then the
Wait,
Vesuvius.
they've
Yeah.
been back for
No,
No.
No, they
That's
went
the old
away
tweet.
again.
this is the tweet saying they're gone now.
Scroll down. We did this as a tweet reply from a year-old tweet.
Now they're covered again.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
Huh?
Yes, Nikki. He flips the table. His little arm pops out with boink.
Yeah, he tears the arms out of your socket if he loses. Oh wait, that was Chewbacca.
By the way, Gideon has similar Easter eggs over at DCA's Avengers campus.
Thank you, Gideon. Smart kid. I assume he's a kid.
Also, our future editor of all videos and vlogs.
Vlogs, I would say. I think the editor of most of our videos is in this chat, and that would not be in
it. Did Gideon edit your vlog, Jeremiah?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I gotta watch it.
Yeah,
oh, cool.
Please do. Yeah, please do.
Yeah, please do.
Show it off better. Where's your shirt, Mike? That's at the Bass Pro Shop.
I was hoping someone would notice that.
Gideon did. And the other thing that was kind of fun, nothing to say about this except for it's just fun when you see something that you don't often see. That's one of the things us Disneyland regulars enjoy. And in this case, on July 17th, our team noticed a couple of people, name badges, wandering around the People Mover platform area. You don't see that every day, so they took a picture and shared it.
I laugh at the way you did that, Rebecca.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's see. We're still on Disneyland. So you've shown off everything on Disneyland. Let's go back to Florida. So Jeremiah, do you have your reservation for July 28th, Victoria and Albert's?
Yes, I'm going to wear a fancy suit. And no. I've never been to Victoria and Albert's and probably will not. Because it is, while the food is amazing, one of their big focuses is the wine pairing and the alcohol pairing. So it's kind of, it's like Mike going to the 5-star steakhouse restaurant that has the amazing bread and everything else.
It's beautiful. I want to experience it, even though I don't drink either, and these days I barely eat, but I still want to experience it.
Let's go, baby.
I can't remember what it looked like before, but goodness, this is beautiful. What are you laughing at?
Jeremiah, let's go. No.
I have a wife. You have a wife. We can take our respective wives.
No, stop marrying Jeremiah off.
It worked with Tony. Oh, thank you, Christopher. Appreciate that very much.
What did Christopher say?
He said love the show, Mike C.
Thanks. Hey, can I tell you about? I went to. We were in Long Beach yesterday, and there's a restaurant down there that has gluten-free hot wings, and man, those things are great. It's called the name of it? It's called Bobo's. Has nothing to do with Disney parks whatsoever.
Sounds good.
Wait,
Sounds
do
good
hot wings normally have gluten?
No, but they can get like cross-contaminated, so they like prepare them separately. No, to answer your question, no. Meats and hot sauce is fine, but they have a separate kitchen for gluten-free stuff.
How'd you sleep last night, Mike?
Okay.
Do you get really spicy hot wings, Mike, or do you get like barbecue-y? They're just wings, but they aren't like hot wings.
Yeah, hot like buffalo wings.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, that's spicy.
Are you a hot wing kind of guy, Jeremiah? Or you like wings but not hot?
I actually am not even a wings fan. Like I at one point went to B-Dubs, that's Buffalo Wild Wings for those that are not in the know. And they had a competition for spicy wings, and I almost did it just to prove that I could do it. Then I went, no, I'm not going to be stupid right now.
Why should that be? Do you like spicy food in general, though?
Not really. I'm not a big spice person. I do love Mexican food, but if it has cilantro, I'm not into it at all.
Oh, so you're a no on cilantro. I know Rebecca's
a big no on cilantro.
I know Rebecca's a no on cilantro. How about you, Mike?
It doesn't taste like soap to me. It just tastes horrible.
I'm not even sure. I don't know if I know what cilantro tastes like. Is it just like a garnish, right?
Yeah, it's like a garnish, but they put it on the food, not beside the food.
You can have like cilantro rice, and that just.
Yeah.
Then you don't have that. Then you don't have that weird genetic component, because there's some people who genetically it tastes like soap. So it doesn't matter how.
You know what
much
I really
little-
don't like though is mint.
Well, that's because you have sense.
Like peppermint patty or like
No,
mint?
like there's a mint iced tea actually at Oga's Cantina that Tori got on Saturday, and I had never tried it before. It's called the Tarine tea or something.
Uh-huh.
And I took a sip out of it. It was disgusting. I don't like that mint flavor.
Welcome to Eating with the Laughing Place crew. What would you like to hear our opinions on, folks?
Mint is very earthy. Did you feel like it was very earthy, like you were eating your garden, like kind of like almost like how you expect stuff to taste,
Yeah.
if, like we're gardening and then didn't wash your hands and eat?
Right. But at one time I had mint jelly. You ever had mint jelly?
Oh
With,
yeah,
like,
I love it.
Oh,
With lamb.
totally.
lamb or something? No,
Yeah.
that's gross.
Speaking
No,
of,
I like mint. It doesn't bother me, but I do understand that it is earthy. But I like it.
I want to get back to Oga's Cantina, but this is very important. So we're talking about food here,
Yes, it is.
and I made some chili last week and way too much, so I put some in the freezer, and I decided, okay, time to defrost it and bring it.
Oh, this is
But when
gonna
I
be
prepared
bad.
it this morning, it was still kind of frozen. So I got my 1 cup of chili and put it in my jar to take with me. And then I learned that frozen food takes up more volume than non-frozen food. I get to work, I go to make it, and it's gone from like this much chili to this much chili. And so I barely had anything to eat today because I only had half my chili, and I'm not particularly hungry because that's the way the surgery works. But I'm sad I didn't get more chili. All right. Mint is not on
Really
trial.
waiting for a pun at the end of that or something.
Oga's Cantina, one of our LP friends, I won't say his name because I didn't ask permission, but one of the LPers here was at Oga's Cantina with his wife Jess, and they took a picture of, they asked the cast member to take a picture, and the cast member took the camera and went all over the place taking selfies with other cast members and people before bringing back their phone, and I just think that's so cool.
Yes, come to Capone's, ask for me.
Do we ask for Jeremiah? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Look,
In other-
Shrek and Fiona and Donkey are back. This is in the former Kid Zone area. I believe it's actually the store in that area. They transformed it into the meet and greet again, which, sadly, Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey got kicked out for Minions because everybody loves Minions.
Sorry, my computer's so slow. I don't know if that's showing now or not. Okay.
It was.
You
Yeah,
definitely
sorry.
hear it.
No, that's Rebecca's fan.
No, it's
Oh.
Doobie's computer.
No, it's me.
See,
Wow,
like,
thanks. That was rude, Mike.
Sorry.
not me. It's Doobie. See if I hit mute. Look.
Okay.
It goes away.
Oh, how pleasant.
Wow, I can read lips, Doobie. That wasn't very nice to say.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
now he's
I'm
gone.
sorry. I'm sorry. Dude, it's worth
Meanwhile-
having Doobie here with that noise. It's worth the noise to have Doobie here.
I will take that as an apology. Wait, weren't we just talking about Shrek? No, I wasn't done with Shrek. You can leave this here, but I just want to say,
No, it's fine.
when you go to Universal Studios, it's worth going to see Shrek. No, it's not. It's worth going to see Donkey and interacting with Donkey. Interacting with Donkey is one of the most fun things in a theme park. So go check
Doobie,
it out.
Donkey, Donkey, Doobie.
Yeah, there is
We're
someone
big
there
fans.
who can talk like a donkey and interact with you live, and it is so much fun.
Yes. I did
All
a
right.
lot of-
Doobie with the latest spots from
Yeah.
Disney parks.
Ah, nice one, Jeff.
This could be the shortest park stop
Meanwhile-
we've ever done.
The Disney Wish has departed on its maiden voyage. I think, is it back yet? Almost back?
No, back tomorrow, I believe.
Okay.
Well, how long is this maiden voyage? Like
The maiden
12
voyage is
days?
The maiden voyage is a 5-day, and normally it's 3 and 4 days, but the maiden's a 5. And this video, check out this video. It's not our video, but go find it on YouTube. This is from the maiden voyage's sail out, and it's just this insane drone video.
Which drones aren't permitted in the area. That's
He's a professional drone pilot, so maybe he has actual permission. I don't know, but he does have in his bio he's a professional drone pilot. But I do know that video is awesome, and I've watched it so many times just because it's a nice, unique view of the ship.
Yep.
So,
And you get to hear and he added the various horns to it, so you get to hear the various Disney wish horns.
So you guys have heard all the horns. These are all the standard ones, right?
I had not heard the Star Wars main theme.
The
And neither have I.
They did that during the Star Wars cruise, right, Mike?
Yes. Yeah, I heard Star Wars on the.
Yeah, because I know I've
Fantasy.
heard that there is one that is brand new, but all of those are, old standards. I thought.
Yeah.
Did they have?
Go ahead, DB.
Was it Dream of the Wish Your Heart Makes on there?
Wasn't
Yes,
that what
I
it?
do.
I mean, that's
Okay.
been part of the. Yeah.
that's- Wow, that was amazing without your mouth moving too, Mike.
I know.
Twist.
Sure.
Or
So
a twist.
We have found some stuff out about. So throughout the Maiden Voyage, I've been following very closely tweets coming out of there, just so we could learn more about how things are working on the ship. So we found some additional stuff out there. Some of I really like the hot zone. Nope. The hero zone. The hero
I was
zone.
gonna let you go.
So bad. I could see Jeremiah just sitting there going, "I know the answer."
The hero zone to me is the hero of the new ship. They are putting it to good use. So the diaper dash, which is we have little babies racing each other, and the chip it golf, which is just silly, but everyone loved it. Both of those used to take place in the atrium. Now they're taking place in the hero zone, and it's really cool. It's got a lot of seating in there. It's got a second level in there, and I really like the usage for that.
I love the diaper dash in the atriums on the other ones because it's always fun to just look down and watch the kids start going like this and like.
It is fun. It is fun, but obviously it takes away some of the atrium. So the hero zone is a good place for it, and I've seen some pictures, and it just looks like a very comfortable place to watch. And then also, so we know that they announced Luna would be the place, pretty much for every show, and so we've seen that. We've seen that come to be. They had Match Your Mate in Luna, and another show I don't remember the name, but so and. We talked about that on our stream talking about the Wish because Luna, the upper level, is not enclosed. So the audio goes everywhere. And in fact, they apparently even have TVs out there from what I saw. Someone told me. And it is very late at night, 10:30 p.m. But, and I think it's still an 18 and over show, but the hallway is open. And obviously anyone can walk by there. And that's just an interesting choice to me because not even kids, but some adults don't particularly want to hear. Not that it's profane, but it's just, I'm on a cruise. Some people don't necessarily want to hear the kind of stuff going on in Match Your Mate, or you got to be in the right mood for it. So interesting choice to do it in such a way that people walking by can hear it. Yes, Jeremiah.
With Match Your Mate, isn't they use the same questions as a Newlywed Game where it's making whoopee?
No, there's no profanity. I didn't say there's profanity, but it's double entendres galore, and the subject matter, it's not necessarily stuff you want your kids hearing. It's also not necessarily stuff some adults want to hear, depending on certain things. It's nice to have things like that behind closed doors, especially on a Disney ship. I'm surprised they don't. But most importantly, I just want to say that is how Luna is being used. And it's been fun to watch the tweets, and I'm really looking forward to the videos and stories coming out of the inaugural cruise.
I'm really interested to see how much of that actually spills out into the corridor. Just how much of it are you aware of as you scroll by?
Well, I can tell you from being the elevator banks are right next to Luna, so I walked into that area and could hear everything that was going on because they were doing a presentation down there. They had it coming over the speakers. I don't think that will be the norm, but it was. You get off that elevator, it is right there.
I was working on something, so if you talked about this in Doobie, I'm sorry, but I got a big win over when a friend of ours shared images of a silent disco happening in there. Because I had said,
Nice.
hey, maybe they'll do silent disco in there since it's so open.
I love the silent.
I was very, very happy to see that it was the case there in Luna, that you had the silent disco happening, because we had a cruise where our room was the deck below that, and like our room was very, very close to the area where the nightclub was, and the nights when they would have the silent disco were so nice for us.
One of my
It wasn't that big of a deal, but you did notice the difference. It was nice.
I was right above the Walt Disney Theater,
Okay.
and they show the movies in there all night long.
Yeah.
And I was the last stateroom right next to the cash door that goes out. So That is, if you want to not sleep, that is the room or the stateroom you should request.
Since we don't have Star Wars headlines this week because Mike's heading off to Comic-Con, I didn't want to overlook an item that he tweeted earlier this week, JB.
Yeah, go for it.
So this is
I'll let you talk about it, Mike.
a new mug available at Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It is representative of the art that you first see when you walk into Doc Ondar's, which was originally spotted on the wall of Chancellor Palpatine's office in, I think, Revenge of the Sith. I just sent you that image too, Rebecca, if you want to put up for the comparison of what it looks like in the movie versus what it looks like on the art. And I think what's happening in the art is there's a big battle between the Jedi and the ancient Sith, which was a race before it was a belief system.
That's not Thor right there?
The artwork has a name. I remember when the Galaxy's Edge opened, but I can't think of what it is now.
I also don't know what it is.
One moment, and I will pull that. Oh, wait, wrong screen.
That's a cool mug. I think it's like $25.
Did you buy one?
I was going to, but we never went back to Galaxy's Edge. But next time, they had a bunch of them. But of course, every time I've not bought something, they run out immediately and never get it back. So,
so
cool. There's the art in the movie.
And then there you can see the.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
They're represented in the mud. Very cool.
Is he about to chop his head off?
No.
Okay.
Have you seen the movie?
Which movie was that? Phantom Menace?
That was Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
He does. This is when Anakin realizes that Palpatine is a Sith Lord, and he's going to arrest him. But then Palpatine does a 180 and turns him to the dark side. Becomes Darth Vader.
Would have been a lot shorter series if you just had arrested him and that'd have been that.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Let's see. Anything else?
Well, I have another thing I want to mention. It's just an interesting tidbit about Disney parks, I thought, and I'm curious your thoughts on it. So, we've all done Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Have you all done it? No, some of you.
I have.
Okay. I've been on it a whole bunch. I've heard all the songs and everything, but my wife Tori has done it exactly 26 times. She keeps thorough records. Every time she goes on it, she writes down who she went on it with, the date, and what song she gets. And she's done it 26 times and has never gotten the Jackson 5 song.
Oh, I've gotten that like almost every time I think I've ridden it.
Maybe they're profiling. They see her and think, no, that's not her style.
How many times has she gotten conga though?
We don't have conga on this one.
Why does she do this?
That's a cosmic room. That's cool though. Oh, please. You used to do that with your park maps. You had a collection of park maps. And
we're not talking about me right now.
All the attractions that you went on that day at the park.
Tori seems like a much better person than I. So I am curious.
She's just a fan of organization, I think.
That's cool. I like it.
As evidenced by looking behind Mike.
I wish she'd come to my house and help me. I am in desperate need of organization.
As a fan of organization, do you and your unlimited collections, is there like interesting stuff there?
Huh?
Does it bother her at all? Like that you have so much stuff?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've gotten some eye rolls on my purchases. I will say that.
All right. This has been marriage counseling with Doobie.
Kyle and Becca were over at Disneyland Paris for the grand opening of grand opening and annual pass holder previews of Disneyland Paris's
Campus du Venger.
Adventist campus over at the Walt Disney Studios Park. That's the part I was trying to remember. And they were also there for Bastille Day. And so we've got a few tweets, a few images of the beauty that was Disneyland Paris for Bastille Day.
Oh, that's a drone Eiffel Tower, right?
Yep.
Nope, it's the real one, but it doesn't bend.
Shut up. No one's talking to you, Jeremiah. Look at that drone usage.
You're so envious of the drone usage.
I am. Because there's no reason we don't have it here in California or Florida. No reason whatsoever.
There might be reasons. I don't know what they are, but there might be reasons.
Not good enough reasons.
So,
Doopy
yeah.
wants drones so badly he made his computer drone through this whole broadcast.
Okay, Mike, I'm gone. This has been Doobie.
Very nice.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. I couldn't
so
resist.
the sculpture depicts ancient Jedi in a battle against an unknown alien race.
An unknown race. Okay.
Yeah. But I feel like there was more of the information on that. I'm
sorry. I feel bad now. I scared Doobie away.
No, you didn't. He's just being doobie. So as we begin to wrap up, because I think that's about all we needed to cover from our list of Disney and other parks related news, I want to remind you to follow Laughing Place on Twitter, Instagram, and right here on YouTube, because the San Diego Comic-Con is coming up very soon, July 21st through the 24th. Our team is going to be there to bring you information about the why do you look so surprised, Mike?
No, I'm just excited. 2 days to Comic-Con.
Okay, good. I was worried there for a minute. It's we're going to be there to bring you information. We're going to keep you up on what's happening within the world of the Disney company from Comic-Con. So be sure to follow us on our Instagram, on our Twitter, and if you ring the bell right here, you'll be notified whenever our videos are posted or we go live. I'll let Doobie have the final word.
even though he's muted.
Close your ears, Mike. Thanks for joining us today. Jeremiah for the full time, Mike for the limited amount of time he could allocate to us. And love you, honey. Happy birthday.
I was recording a great episode of Who's the Boss podcast.
Oh, well, since there's no headlines this week, do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, so last year on Who's the Boss, I did a 50th anniversary retrospective of Lucasfilm, and we went through all the major projects that came out from that company from the early 1970s through the acquisition by Disney in 2012. Well, guess what? They put out 5 movies after that were all Star Wars films after Disney bought Lucasfilm that I never have talked about in depth on Who's the Boss. So this week's episode is going to be all about The Force Awakens.
I love that idea. That's wonderful. I know you're such a huge fan of all of those, so that's going to be fun to listen to. All right, guys. Well, thank you again, everyone, for joining us in the chat. And thank you, Gideon, for being my son. I love you. And Jeremiah, Mike, Thanks for being here. Rebecca, I will see you soon. Don't forget you're coming this way. Bye, everyone. Au revoir.
Auf Wiedersehen.